Welcome back, guys. So I am reviewing some glue today. I don't know how many of you have heard of Starbond, but they've got several guys that have done product reviews for them, and they contacted me and asked me to do one for them. So here I am. So this is a sponsored video by Starbond CA Glues, and a lot of videos I have seen of them, they use, like, they do a lot of filling and stuff because they seem to get a lot of wood turners. And granted, I'm a wood turner, but I'm also a general woodworker, and I'm also a metal worker, and I'm also, well, you get the idea. So I'm going to, like, test its versatility here. So I'm just going to jump right in and just start gluing stuff together, and then as it gets dry, we'll test it out. So first we'll start with just wood on wood, right? I'm going to glue these like this so we can kind of pry on them and see how they do. And we're going to use medium. So here's the medium. And then we're going to use accelerator on the other piece. And smack those together. Give them a second. Actually, we'll hit the outside of it too. So that's already glued together. It is not fully cured, despite the accelerator. I have learned this. I've been using these for a couple days now, so, or at least a day. Alright, so the other one is, okay, let's say you have a piece of natural edge and the bark fell off, but you want to keep the bark. Alright, we use a thick. We're going to put a nice bead down the edge of the wood. And then hit the bark with the accelerator. I suppose you could do the opposite, but... And then stick him on there. Get him lined up. Slight clamping pressure for a minute, and voila, your bark is back on and your natural edge is restored. So there's that. That's a cool trick. Let's say you're a welder. Okay, this was one that really interested me. We'll go with the medium again. Let's say I wanted to weld these two pieces, which I've already ground nice and clean. I want to weld them like that, right? So I'm going to put a drop of glue on the end of this piece, hit this piece with the accelerator, and then just stick him right down on there. Give him a second. Now I can weld this and I don't have to worry about clamps or anything. Now, heat is going to break down the super glue, but hopefully you can get it welded before the glue breaks down so much that it moves. I don't see why that would be an issue. But I thought that was a pretty neat trick. So, there's that. Now, this is not a permanent bond situation. You can break it right off, but it holds good enough to make the weld. I liked that. Next one. Okay, so, as I was saying with all those other videos those guys are doing the fill thing, the reason they do the fill thing is because this company makes a medium and a medium thick black super glue. They also make a brown, as it turns out. I looked it up. But you can take something like the crack that's in this knot right here, because I can get my fingernail right down in there. You can see on the close-up camera there. So we'll just take and let that drizzle down into that crack. And then hit it. Give it a second, and then we're going to drizzle some more into it, and it'll start to actually fill the crack now. And then we can do a little bit of sanding. Well, let's harden it first. There we go. Oh, got to plug sander in. If I was doing this as a project, I'd sand it more than that and get all the little side marks off. But as you can see, that is nice and filled in, no more crack. So that's another one I really like about it. That would look really good, especially in spalted projects, which this is actually a piece of spalted wood, but there's no spalt showing. There's like all over here in the corner. But yeah, that's pretty slick. Let's jump back over to this. These dried. That's a pretty strong bond. I'm not breaking it by hand. Yep, that held really well. I've done a few of those and it didn't hold so well. That was probably my fault. Okay, so that's the wood projects, the one metal project. What about glass? I broke this bottle. It's a cream soda, black cherry cream soda bottle. I did not drink it. That is not my drink of choice. Can y'all guess my drink of choice? If you've been watching my videos very long, you should be able to. Okay, so this is the thin. I'm going to just set that piece on there. And then, whoop, I'm going to try to set that piece on there without cutting myself, preferably. There we go. And then we'll go along the crack. Hit it. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but that crack almost disappeared. But yeah, that's pretty slick. Let's see if we can make the bottle at least as whole as I can get it. There was a few chips that I did not pick up. So, I will warn you when doing something like this, make sure that your fingers are well away from the crack or you will have your finger stuck. Like I almost did just there. Didn't quite get that piece on the neck in all the way. So if you're reassembling something that you broke in the house, trying to get away with hiding it from the wife, there you go. If you do it a bit more carefully than what I did it, you probably make it look a lot better. But yeah, holds glass. And last but not least, I have a clipboard that I scored it and then tried to break it, and it did not break at all where it was supposed to break. So there's the score line, and there's where it broke. It was into 3 pieces. So now we get to put that together. So this one I'm actually going to, I probably ought to be using pliers for this or have gloves on or something. But I got to fix my clipboard. I mean, how am I going to plan things out if I don't have a clipboard? It bubbled up. I don't know if the close-up camera is showing that or not, but it's like it bubbled up when I hit it with the accelerator. So yes, it actually melts the plastic. And I broke it loose. Well, anyway, you get the idea. It does work on plastic. So anyway, these people were kind enough to send me a link to give you guys a good deal on their glue, and I went and checked it out. This set right here, these 3 2-ounce bottles and the accelerator, and each of the bottles comes with a little package like this and an extra cap like that. So you've got 6 of these and then 3 bags of these, but that set's about 40 bucks. And that's a really good deal for that much super glue. This, I believe the 2-ounce bottle was $13.50. So still definitely worth it. This stuff, I mean, that's pretty amazing. The fact that it'll do the, that it does that fill like that. I would also be curious to see this used as a finish on a turning project. I don't know if any of you have ever finished an object on the lathe with a super glue, but you literally take a paper towel and just kind of rub it across. Check out Captain Eddie on his stuff. He uses that trick a lot, and he gets some brilliant finishes with it. Probably not food safe, but great for other things, you know, spindles and whatnot. So, anyway, there you go. Go check them out. Follow that link down there in my description and then look them over. If you have a use for super glues, this is the stuff to get because it's very versatile. Like I said, it's wood, metal, glass, plastic. It covers about everything. So, anyway, thanks guys. Have a good one. See you next time.